today I've decided to do a Plants vs. Zombies tier list. I found this on like tierlistmakers.com, whatever. I was too lazy to just put all these into Photoshop and just scroll and drag them up. I think this is easier because someone's already made it for me, so might as well use it. Anyways, here's every plant in the game. I noticed there's a situational column. Oh, I can edit it. The only things I'm going to put in the situational column are lily pad and flower pot, because, I mean, a lot of these plants are situational too, but I feel like I just want to rank them just because, I mean, those two, their only use is just to allow you to plant on the pool and plant on the roof. That's it. Oh, okay, now, moving on. So in F tier, or no, I guess I'll just go with the way it's put right now. So, Blover. Blover's kind of hard to rank. I'll put Blover in C, because Blover is good at what it does. It gets rid of balloon zombies and also gets rid of fog. It gets rid of the fog for a pretty good amount of time. It's got a very low recharge. Not very useful in survival mode, that's why it's pretty low. It's got a pretty low recharge, Blover, and also a low cost, 100 sun. So easily in adventure mode and adventure 2, you could just put a bunch of Blovers down to get rid of all balloon zombies and also get rid of the fog at the same time. Now, Cabbage Pulp I'm going to put in D. Just because it is pretty bad. It's got some things over a pea shooter, and the fact that it can kill screen door zombies and also snorkel zombies, and it can also work on the roof. But that's about it. That's all it's got against pea shooter. Cactus is going in F because it's basically pea shooter, but it can also target balloon zombies. But it's not the best at targeting balloon zombies, and plus it's really just a boring plant. I feel like it would be better if it worked the way it did in Plants vs. Zombies 2, where I'm pretty sure like the spikes go through one zombie and into the next and into the next, and it can also, when a zombie gets close, it goes underground. But I just settle for the spikes going through zombies. That would make it definitely go up in the tiers. Okay, kind of like Shroom. Anyways, Cattail, that's definitely an S for Cattail. Cattail is pretty good. It's the best for targeting balloon zombies. Well, I guess it'd be best for targeting balloon zombies when there's only one at a time. Blover's technically better at targeting balloon zombies, but all it can do is blow away fog and balloon zombies. Cattail can do much more, aka target one zombie at a time. It's pretty good in survival mode, with the fact that it can target balloon zombies. So if you happen to run into balloon zombies, but it also, the reason it's out of F+ is the fact that it is not good against a whole bunch of regular zombies, so yeah, that's why it's so low. Cherry Bomb will go in B, mostly because Cherry Bomb it's good at what it does, but it's not the best at what it does. It's good for an early game single-use plant, although it does cost quite a lot. Chomper goes in F because Chomper is just dumb. It takes like a really long time. I don't know, like 40 seconds to recharge. That's quite a lot, and most of the times it just eats regular zombies, so it's pretty pointless. Cob Cannon is going in S tier because it's only really useful in like survival endless. I don't think it's not really that useful outside of those, because in adventure mode, yeah, and there's no mini games that you really need to use it in. So it's going S tier. It's good for survival mode, although I'm pretty sure it might be possible to play survival endless without Cob Cannon, but I'm not sure. Coffee Bean. I'll put it in Coffee Bean in B. I'll also be ranking them like this, so if it's here, then it'd be If it was in front of Cherry Bomb, I think it'd be better, but no, it's worse than Cherry Bomb. Although it can wake up, actually, now I think about it, it goes in A because it can wake up mushrooms, like, and basically that's the only reason you're able to plant gloom shrooms during the day, which gloom shrooms are pretty good in survival endless too. So yeah, it's good. It goes in A. Doom shroom goes in A too. I think it's a little worse than coffee bean because it needs to be woken up by coffee bean. One thing. But Doom Shroom, it's better than Cherry Bomb, as in if you put it in the middle while all the zombies like are close to the beginning, like at a final wave, it'll just take out every single zombie. Unless it's a gargantuan, then it needs like, multiple attacks. Okay, Fume Shroom, I think it's better than Cherry Bomb. It's going into B, but it's better than Cherry Bomb. Because it goes through, it's like what I wish Cactus would be. It goes through all the zombies and also is the only reason we're able to have Gloom Shroom, so yeah. Garlic, I'm putting it in A. I think I'll put it worse than them, but Garlic, it just opens up many strategies that you could have. Many strategies are opened up, like that you could like put it in front of Gloom Shrooms. So the zombies are diverted into different lanes if they get hit by the gloom shrooms. Stuff like that. I'm pretty sure it's also a reason why a Pogo Party Sunflower list is possible, because you need the garlics to divert the Pogo zombies into the lanes with the where the gloom shroom can hit them. Anyways, Gatling Pea. I'm gonna put it in S, because it's one of the most powerful plants in the game, but it has actually, I forgot. Yeah, I'll definitely put. I think I'll put Gatling Pea before Cob Cannon, above Cob Cannon, because Gatling Pea, it's very good, but it costs a lot and it has very slow recharge. It costs at least 450 because you gotta plant it on top of a repeater. So yeah, it's great. It's good, but it has slow recharge and costs a lot. Gloom Shroom goes in S2. It goes above Cattail because Gloom Shroom it has a lot of range. It could go like all the squares around it. It can attack all the squares around it. And it also does like a lot of damage per second. Gold Magnet, you're going down here. Gold Magnet is an absolute downgrade. It's an absolute downgrade from what you planted on top of, aka Magnet Shroom, as all it can pick up is coins. I guess it'd be good if you're just trying to get coins, and so you play Survival Endless, and you'll feel like clicking on all of them because you might lose them. So maybe it'd be good for that, but yeah. Grape Buster, I'm putting it in C below Blover. Because, I mean, it's great to get rid of graves, but it's only really useful during the night levels. Just like Flower Pot is only useful during the roof levels. But I'm considering this as non-situational. Technically it is situational, but I'm actually ranking it because it does something other than just allows you to plant somewhere. And technically it does because it moves it 3. Shut up. Yeah, and putting it there. Hypno Shroom, I'll put it there in the F tier. I think I'll put it in D, because it's definitely okay. Hypno Shroom is definitely okay in my eyes, because it's good when you first get it, but after that, you never really need to use it again, because when you first get it, you don't have a very cost-effective way of getting rid of football zombies, and also, there definitely isn't a lot of football zombies, so its slow recharge isn't really that much of a problem. But yeah, and there's also the off chance that the zombie that eats it will actually eat a zombie that's going to affect you. So yeah, that's why I'm putting it there. Ice Shroom, I'm gonna put it above Cherry Bomb in the B category, because Ice Shroom freezes everything on screen, and that's basically it. It's good it can stall time for you to earn sun to plant something like a doom shroom, but that's about it. Imitator, it's not really too much of a plant. I'm gonna put it in S plus tier because it lets you duplicate a plant, which is like insane. It allows you to bring 2 plants in at the same time. So you could eat in survival mode. It's definitely useful because you could get a whole bunch of pumpkins much faster, as pumpkin has a very slow recharge time. You can also get a whole bunch of sunflowers. You could get extra. What is the one single-use plants like jalapeno, cherry bomb, potato mine, squash. You could get extra those plants just like because that's a fun plant. Speaking of jalapeno, here's jalapeno. Jalapeno, you're gonna go in be above ice cream. Mostly because jalapeno is just kind of like a lawnmower that you don't need to like lose a lawnmower for. Yeah, it takes an entire lane. It does a good job, man. It does a good job. That's all it really needs to say. It doesn't do the best job as a single-use plant. It's good at getting rid of ice trails, unlike some other plants that can easily get rid of, the zombies. But that's about it. Kernel pulp, I really like kernel pulp, so I'm not gonna be that hard on it. I'm gonna put it in B tier above future actually, because I really like kernel pulp. The kernels do less damage than an average pea would, but it makes up for it with the butter, which can definitely stall for time for you to make plant more sunflowers during the roof levels. I mean, in one of the Plants vs. Zombies episodes I did, I basically beat a lot of the roof levels with just kernel pulp. So, just by spamming kernel pulp. So, it's pretty good. It's pretty good at what it does. I keep saying that, but I mean it. Magnet Shroom is going in A above Coffee Bean. Mainly because Magnet Shroom is very useful outside of survival mode. Because in survival mode, or at least in survival endless, I'm pretty sure I'd probably be pretty good in survival and survival hard. But in regular survival endless, you'd probably want more space for other things than just magnet shrooms, because they can only target one at a time, and you also have to wait for them to, get rid of the things they're holding. Marigold, you're going under gold magnet, basically, and that's basically because all you do is reduce points, and that doesn't affect anything in the game whatsoever. And I don't mean like in the actual round of an adventure. If you plan it, it does nothing to actually help you other than give you points, which doesn't help you against the zombies at all. It's probably a situational plant too. I mean, what situation though? Like, are you low on coins? Why would you use marigold to get coins? Play survival modes to get plants for your Zen garden and then sell them. That's a much easier way to get coins than just using marigold. So yeah, marigold sucks. Melon pulp, you're going in A. Going A above magnet shroom because you're really good against. He does a lot of damage, man. Something to say about these things, but yeah, it's pretty good. It's going in A tier mostly because of the damage, and it also can evolve into winter melon, which I'll bring later. Pea shooter, you'll go in D, just under cabbage pulp, because cabbage pulp is basically pea shooter with some advantages. Pea shooter, it's good for early game. After that, it's useless. Planter, he's situational, but he's also, I'd say, I'll put him above Gravebuster, because he's technically better at Glover's job of getting rid of the fog, but Glover is, overpowered with getting rid of the balloon zombies, so Glover is going to be above it, just because of the zombie thing. The Planter is going to be just below, but putting pumpkins around it, and out there, and the fog, you can get rid of the fog for the entire rest of the round. So yeah, that's what I'm doing there. the night levels and all the... You can beat all of the night levels with just puff shrooms without planting any sunflowers or planting anything else. Only puff shrooms needed. I know that's a fact because I've done it before. Yeah, I tried no sunflowers at one point, but I kind of gave up after Act 4-9 because I just was not lucky at all with balloon zombies. Anyways, puff shroom is pretty good. Yeah, really good. It should have probably been nerfed, like it was in Plants vs. Zombies 2. Like, it disappears after a certain amount of time. Okay, going back down, we got Pumpkin. Pumpkin, you're going, in S. He'll go under on. Oh, yeah, Plants. You're good, bro, but you're not as good as you guys. Anyways, Pumpkin, it's basically a walnut that you just put around a plant, and it doesn't take up any space, so... I think it's weaker than a regular walnut. I'm pretty sure maybe it has the same amount of health, I don't know. But it's very good in survival and survival MS. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, especially against bigger zombies. Repeater, it's a better pea shooter, so I'll put it here in B because it's good. It gets rid of it creates the Gatling peas, and that's always good. So. And it also is basically, it's the cost of 2 pea shooters, and it shoots 2 peas at a time. So, yeah. Scaredy Shroom, I'm gonna put Scaredy Shroom in C. I'll put it above these guys. Scaredy Shroom is very cheap for what it does. It's a very cheap pea shooter, basically. And it's not very useful outside of day levels, because you have to plant it with coffee bean in day levels, so it costs the exact same amount as a pea shooter. So at that point, why not just use pea shooter, so you're not wasting 2 seed slots by using a Scaredy Shroom and a coffee bean. Yeah, it doesn't make much sense, but still. It's also got one thing worse than pea shooter, which is the fact that it gets scared whenever a zombie comes near it, so... Yeah, you probably shouldn't place it near your front lane. Most of the time I just place it in the exact back lane. Right behind the sunflowers or sunshrooms. But for during the night levels, it's very cheap. Very cheap. Okay, C Shroom, you can go... You'll go here. C Shroom's one big flaw is the fact that it has very slow recharge compared to Puff Shroom, which makes sense because zombies don't spawn in the pool for a while after the level starts, so once zombies do start spawning in the pool, you'll have at least 2, maybe 3 sea shrooms by then. And so that's the reason it's got slower recharge, but still it makes it way worse than Puff Shroom. Although it does make no sunflowers possible with Fawn. Paired up with Puff Shroom, it's one of the only reasons you can still pass no sunflowers. Snow Pea, I think I'll put it worse than Repeater. Better than all those, but maybe better than Blover. Because it slows down zombies, and it's good for early game, like pool and day, but after that, it's really not all that useful, because survival is 100% not useful. Why not just use Winter Melon, which, yeah, Winter Melon, that's coming up later. Winter Melon definitely is much better than that, so if you have Winter Melon, I guess the only flaw with Winter Melon is that it costs 500 sun, and it has slow recharge. So, or I think it has slow recharge, I don't know. Okay, Spike Rock, you're going in A above, you'll go above all these guys. Spike Rock, it's definitely a good plant, for survival modes at least. You could pop a whole bunch of tires from catapults and Zambonis, and also stall gargantuars for a long amount of time. And it also does a significant number of damage for the plants, or for the zombies that step on it. And that's about it. It also doesn't cost that much compared to the other Crazy Days plants. Spike Weed, you'll go, Spike Rock, its main reason for existing is to pop the tires of Zombonis during when the Zombonis first appear in the pool levels. And you could also, and the reason if that was its only purpose, then it would definitely go down to D. But that's not. It could turn into Spike Rock, and Spike Rock is much better than it is. It doesn't even do a lot of damage to regular zombies. So, Split P, you're gonna go in C. I think I'll put you right there. Because it's basically Pea Shooter, but with one better thing, which it can target backward. It can target zombies that are behind it. So if like an imp gets thrown behind it, or a digger zombie, then it can attack them. That's basically the only good thing about it. The fact that it can target backwards. It's attacking forwards. It doesn't do much. But it's really your only way, or your only defense against digger zombies when you first unlock it. So yeah. Squash is gonna go in B. Squash, you're gonna go B. And you'll go lower than Potato Mine. Because Squash is more expensive than Potato Mine, that's why it's lower. But it also, I'm trying to think of things to say. I guess that's the only thing it has that's worse than Potato Mine. Yeah, maybe it. Although, actually, oh god, now I can't decide. You know, I'll keep Squash where it is, because Squash does not have a charge, it does not have to charge up like Potato Mine does, so if you bring Squash in, if like a zombie's making it, like a Conehead making it through your defenses, just plant Squash and get rid of it. You can't do that with Potato Mine because it's got a charge. Okay, Sun Shroom. I actually think I'm not going to rank the Sun plants. Yeah, I said I would rank all the plants except those two, but I'm making an exception now because these plants, their only purpose is to provide sun. And yeah, there's no real place I can put them amongst all these that actually do something. Okay, Walnut, you're gonna go. I guess you're gonna go in B too. Yeah, B. B, you're gonna go up here because Talnut is a much better version of Walnut, and it can defend against Dolphin Riders, Poles, Falters, Pogo Zombies. It'll stop all those guys from jumping over. Although it's countered by Rider Zombies, which it sucks. Okay, Tangletail. Tangletail, they'll go in D. It's okay. You could just use walnuts to get rid of snorkel zombies, but if walnuts are recharged and a snorkel zombie appears, yeah, it's definitely useful. You could drown a snorkel zombie, but that's about it for that one. 3 Peter, I'm gonna put you in B too. I'm gonna put you above Potato Mine because when you spam 3 Peter, it becomes very dangerous. It becomes very dangerous to spam because it shoots in 3 lanes at once and it can also save space, so that's why it's good. Torchwood's pretty great, I'll put him there. It basically doubles the damage, and I'm pretty sure Gatling P paired with Torchwood is the most damage you could possibly do in the game. Besides, insta-kills, but still, that's the most damage you can do without using an insta. Umbrella Leaf, I'll put you in C, because, it is situational. It it is situational like this, but I feel like I want to rank it because it gets rid of bungee zombies and it stops catapult zombies. It's very useful in survival mode when, or survival endless, because there's like a million bungee zombies and a million catapults. So basically single-handedly defend your back lane using this and from catapults and defend every plant you own in survival from the bungees. Actually, I actually may move it up from that. I can make it better. I'll put it there. Okay, walnut's going in C. No, it'll go in B. Although I'll make it better than all these guys because walnut is good for an early game defense against the zombies. After you unlock walnut, it's basically useless now, especially after you unlock pumpkin. I never really used walnut after I unlocked walnut. The only reason I might use it is for cheap defense against snorkel zombies. That's it. Okay, Winter Melon is going in S+ too, or actually better than Imitator, I think, in my opinion. Winter Melon is definitely amazing in this game. It does a lot of damage, it does splash damage, and it slows all of your enemies down. So technically, in all the levels, you just need two Winter Melons in specific lanes just to freeze all the zombies. Although you might want at least a full lane, but it's basically really only useful in survival mode. Survival mode is where survival endless especially is where Winter Melon is mainly useful because it's very expensive, but it's also very damage dealing, and when spammed it could easily wipe out many rounds in survival endless. And finally, Starfruit. I'll put Starfruit in A here because it can single-handedly take out bungee zombies. Just like spam it a whole bunch. Yeah, a lot of these are about spamming. If you spam a lot of things, then they'll be very useful. Especially Starfruit, which can go in many lanes. But yeah, that's my tier list. Let me save this. Download image. I did it. My image.png. Shut up, McAfee. Okay, yeah, here's my tier list. You may disagree with some parts of it. You may disagree with me ranking specific plants, like very specific things, plants like umbrella leaf, plantain, gravebuster, marigold, gold magnet. Yeah, you may disagree with me ranking them, but I just kind of wanted to rank them because they definitely have their uses. They're definitely useful. They're not just situational. Well, I mean, they are still. They definitely have use. So yeah, that's my list. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.